I wake up and check my phone before I open the curtains. My name is still trending. Mason Greenwood, arrested in January 2022, accused of assault, rape, controlling behavior after my girlfriend posted photos and audio online. The screenshots are still circulating. The recordings still exist. People don't forget the sound of them. Greater Manchester Police arrested me. Manchester United suspended me indefinitely. Nike terminated my contract. FIFA removed me from the game like I'd never existed. By the time the charges were dropped in February 2023, witnesses withdrawing new evidence, no realistic prospect of conviction, the verdict had already settled somewhere else. Not in court, in public memory. I was 20 when it started. A generational talent. Now my name is handled like hazardous material. Clubs don't say it casually. Sponsors don't print it easily. Broadcasters lower their tone when they reach it. Manchester United conducted their internal investigation. In August 2023, they announced I would leave. It was phrased carefully. Mutual, structured, considered. I went to Getafe on loan, then signed for Marseille. New league, new language, same surname. When I enter a room now, I can feel the calculation. Security staff are polite, too polite. Teammates neutral. Media officers rehearse sentences before they speak to me. No one asks careless questions. No one jokes loosely. Everything is measured. Power still moves around me. Contracts are negotiated. Tickets are sold. Cameras turn when I touch the ball, but access feels conditional. Like it can be revoked mid-sentence. I notice how people study my face when I speak. Not to understand me, to assess risk. I used to walk into stadiums as the future of England. Now I walk in as a liability. Someone has decided is temporarily useful. The routine that built me disappeared overnight. No training, no matches, no structure. Without it, I wasn't sure what I was. Now the structure is back. But it doesn't belong to me. It contains me. I wake up before the club driver arrives. He's early now. They're always early now. I train separately when I can. Not officially isolated, just managed. Every session is logged. Every camera angle reviewed. At Marseille, they say it's about integration. I know it's about containment. I check my phone. A sports site has posted photos of me leaving a restaurant last night. The headline says, "Greenwood smiles amid controversy." I was ordering water. I don't react online. I'm not allowed to. No statements without approval. No interviews unsupervised. No live broadcasts. I decide to call a journalist back anyway. He's been requesting a comment for weeks. The club told me to ignore him. Silence protects you. I don't raise my voice. I don't defend myself. I just say one sentence: I'm here to play football. Within an hour, it's rewritten. Mason Greenwood breaks silence. Greenwood attempts image reset. Calculated return strategy. My agent calls immediately. Why would you speak without clearance? Because I can. Because I know the leash is there. Training starts. Teammates keep it professional. They pass to me, but not too often in front of cameras. The coaching staff watch my interactions more than my touches. Not performance optics. I stay late after drills and sign autographs. It's discouraged. They prefer controlled fan events. A kid hands me a Manchester United shirt. Security stiffens. Phones rise. I sign it anyway. By evening, it's circulating online. Mason Greenwood clings to United past. Provocation, disrespect. I said nothing. I just wrote my name. The PR director asked me not to attend a sponsor dinner tonight. Low visibility is safer. I go anyway. The room changes when I enter. Conversations lower by half a tone. Sponsors shake my hand like they're signing a legal waiver. I speak about football, about training, about nothing. Tomorrow, it will read Greenwood Court's corporate support. Club risks backlash. On the way out, someone asks if I regret everything. It's vague on purpose. Everything can mean anything. I pause too long. That becomes the story. Back home, I scroll through commentary. Some say I'm being rehabilitated. Some say I'm being protected. Some say I shouldn't exist in professional football at all. The charges were dropped. That fact is always followed by a comma. I post a photo from training, no caption. The club texts me within minutes, disable comments. I don't. The comments flood in anyway. Support, abuse, threats, defenses. It doesn't matter what I do. Breathing becomes positioning. Silence becomes strategy. Smiling becomes arrogance. I know this power is temporary. I know one poor performance, one poorly timed photo, one misplaced word, and I become unmanageable again. So I test the edges. I step slightly outside instructions. I answer one call. I attend one event. I sign one shirt. Nothing illegal. Nothing dramatic. Just enough to remind everyone, including myself, that I'm still choosing. Even if every choice is translated before I finish making it. Even if the truth, when it leaves my mouth, arrives somewhere else as something sharper. By midnight, the club has drafted a clarification about my commitment and focus. I didn't say I wasn't committed. But with my name attached, neutrality doesn't survive intact. It mutates. And I watch it happen in real time. It's quiet after midnight. That's when the noise becomes internal. The club has sent the final message of the day, a draft statement I never asked for. Clarifications about focus, commitment, growth. I didn't request rehabilitation. It arrives automatically. I sit with the lights off. I used to measure my value in goals. Now it's measured in risk. Every movement today required permission. Every sentence created paperwork. Even silence had to be coordinated. This is what remains after the scandal. The arrest in January 2022. The recordings. The suspension. Nike gone. England gone. Manchester United gone. Charges dropped. Reputation not. I still have access. A contract in Marseille. A stadium that chants my name, sometimes in support, sometimes in warning. That's the strange part. I have influence. But I don't have control. Influence is when cameras follow me. Control is deciding what they see. I don't decide anymore. If I smile, it's strategy. If I look serious, it's guilt. If I say nothing, it's manipulation. Fame used to mean attention. Now it means surveillance. People don't look at me to admire. They look to interpret. I can feel the difference between power and containment. Power opens doors. Containment escorts you through them. Tonight I scroll past headlines about myself written hours ago. They describe intention I never formed. Emotion I never expressed. My name behaves independently of me. It enters rooms first. It negotiates. It alarms people. And I follow behind it. The cost isn't just sponsors or a club badge. It's the permanent condition of explanation. Even when I don't speak, I am clarifying something. Tomorrow I'll train again. The routine will continue. The machine will function. From the outside, it looks stable. But identity doesn't reset the way fixtures do. I was once the future of England. Now I am a case study in caution. The difference is irreversible. What unsettles me most is how quickly I adapted. How normal it feels to calculate every word, to anticipate panic, to expect distortion. It only took a day to understand the architecture of this life. It would take years to survive inside it. Tomorrow the cameras will still turn when I touch the ball. And one day, maybe they won't. That might look like freedom. It won't be. It will just mean the power moved on. And I will still be here with a name that doesn't forget what it once carried. This video is a fictional, satirical thought experiment. It does not represent the real thoughts, intentions, or private life of Mason Greenwood. The narrative is an imagined perspective created for storytelling purposes only. The intent of this piece is to explore broader themes surrounding fame, scandal, power, media framing, and public perception. It is not a biography, a factual account, or an accusation. Any resemblance to private experiences or internal reflections is purely speculative and used solely as social commentary on how reputation and influence operate in public life.